Hey guys, and welcome to a new video follows arc. Today we're gonna talk about everyone cares about, since we're gonna talk about the phase from level 1 to 50. So everyone is starting with level 1, and especially for our EU NA release, everyone is starting from scratch again, so everyone is going to be a new player. And I'm gonna show you in this video how to do that, and then also how to be stronger during the leveling phase, so what skills to pick, or actually how you pick up the skills, and then also how to be even more efficient, what quests you have to do on the side rather than just the main story, and how you also complete dungeons faster. So we go ahead and we're just gonna go above all of this, and we're just gonna start with the main road. So the main road is really simple, and the latest statement of Amazon is really great because it's gonna make the leveling thing even easier. So I'm not gonna tell you how it was in Russia because I don't want to confuse anyone. So what we have to do is basically, we just have to do the main story quest. And we're gonna start over here in Artemis. Well, you're gonna start with a prologue. You can play it from level 1 to 10. And you get a skin that gives you 2% extra attributes. I always skipped it, and it's not really needed to do it. You can get skins later on in the game that give you actually more percentage attributes, so you don't really have to do that. If you are an enjoyer of the story, of course do it and feel free to do so. No one is going to stop you. You're gonna decide how fast you want to level, but for the people that just want to be a bit faster, on the bottom left there is going to be a skip button, and you can skip it. After you did it, after you played it, or after you skipped it, you're gonna start in Leonhard, where we're gonna start our adventure basically. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna accept somewhere over here a orange quest, which is then your main story quest. And the only thing we always gonna do is story quest, story quest, story quest. So only orange quests. And you're gonna do that through all the areas. So I'm not gonna explain you what you need to do. The questing system in this game is really easy. It tells you go over there, kill 10 monsters, and now speak to NPCs that are staying next to each other, but they are too lazy to speak with them each other. So you have to do that. Why we have to do that, no one knows, but that's how it works. Or like pick up any items and carry them over, like demons are attacking us, but we don't really care about that. There's like objects we need to carry and bring to any shop or whatever. Who cares about the demons? That's the quest system basically. And so on we go from Artemis to Oidia. We still do our main quest, West Lutheran main quest, East Lutheran main quest, so you get that. And when we are in Manwave Harbor, and we're gonna go real quick also to Corkin's Beach, this is going to be the last area, but then we will come back and we're gonna start sailing over the world. And from this point on, our orange quest is going to turn into a blue quest. So our orange main story quest, which is called Finding the Ark, from that point on is going to turn into a blue world quest, and this is going to be our new main quest, and it's going to lead us to Tortog, which is then the next area, and then to Enik, and then to Arphatine. So real quick as a side note, because players from Russia are gonna be confused right now, we're just gonna do the story quest since they stated that you get nowadays enough XP to come level 50 if you just follow the main story quest. Well, in case they made something wrong on the calculations or whatever, the old way was that you was going to Arphatine and you was doing all the side quests. So if you mention that if you are done with this area, and it actually tells you to go to North Burn, if you mention you're not 49 and a half, do some side quests until you are, just in case they're gonna be something wrong. And if something is wrong, in the worst case scenario, you was sailing to North Burn, but you can always sail back if you are not level 50, because in North Burn you get a quest, like you're gonna do 2 or 3 more quests, and then you get a quest where you need to be level 50 to accept it. So in the worst case scenario, you're gonna be 49 and 80% or whatever, so you're not gonna be 50, you sail back to Arphatine, do the last 2 or 3 side quests, and you're fine again. So just make sure that you are here 49 and a half, and you should not face any problems. So this is for the basic way on how to level. So pretty simple, right? So now let's come to the more upgraded part. So there's some stuff you want to do. The first time you enter Border, you get a quest, a guide quest. So if you press J, you can see here your guide quest. You get a guide quest for pets. You can accept it then, and basically you have to go back to Leonhardt, and you have here an NPC if you accepted the guide quest. I just did it already, so I cannot show you that. But you're just gonna have here an NPC that wants you to do some stuff, so you have to run around with a pad and loot some items and whatnot. It's gonna take you roughly like 3-4 minutes, and for the people that care about leveling fast, these 3-4 minutes are not gonna hurt because the pad is going to auto loot for you. So actually you never have to backtrack because a potion or a gear item or whatever drops behind you. So it actually gonna save you more time than you're actually wasting there. So definitely worth doing, and everyone wants a pet. And it is a cute rabbit, right? So why not taking that? So after we done that, we go basically to Lutheran because there's the next quest we care about as a side quest. And it's basically, once you're in Manwave Harbor, they're gonna send you back to Lutheran to tell Cillian in the Russian version, so basically the king. I don't really remember his name for our version anymore. It is a bit different, so he could have another name. But basically, they want you to go back to Cillian to report him anything that happened in the world. So he is the king, he wants to know it, right? So we go back, and after that he also gonna have a purple quest on this character. I haven't done it, and these quests are account bound, so also the pet is being there for your account. So on the second character you never have to do it again. The same for this quest. On this quest you get skill points, like 3 of those. You can use them directly once you have done that quest. So you're gonna be around 30 something once you get the quest. So you go back to Lutheran Castle and turn the main quest in, and you also will have this purple chain quest. You're gonna accept it. At the end of the chain quest you get skill points. So for the quest itself, he just wants you to speak with like some certain NPCs. They're like around the world. Some are like in Oidia maybe and whatnot. It's going to take you roughly around 10 minutes. Since it's just gonna send you to areas you was entering already, you're gonna have hopefully all the waypoints. If not, like, and that's also a tip, I would always recommend you to always take every waypoint whenever you come across them. Counts your adventure book, that's something else, and it's for another video. But you want to have them anyways, and you're gonna need them, especially for that quest, so you want to have all the waypoints. It's gonna save you a lot of time all the time, so no point in not taking them. And once you have done that, you're gonna turn the quest in, you get 3 skill points. And there's another skill point quest during the leveling phase, which is basically in Anik, in Harbor City Shengshun. However you spell it, I hope I did it somehow right. And the NPC for this quest is standing over there. It is a yellow chain quest that he gives you. And I just prepared this real quick on our Papunica site. The link is going to be in the description below. It is going to be this quest, Wondrous Find. Starts at Shadri in Port City, Shanghun. So what you can do is you can click on this. Actually tells you that you have to have done this quest and old story, and where to find it. And basically if you click on it again and then on the NPC, well, you have to Google actually the NPC name if you really want to see the position, but it is where I just showed it to you. And it just tells you that like this is the chain quest, right? So you can also always use this site if you don't know what to do. As for this video, I know exactly what I'm talking about. So these are the only 2 quests that you come across giving you skill points. There's another method you can do it, and the problem is I don't know if it's gonna work for us at the beginning. You can boost a character. If you do that, if you boost directly to nerf burn, so with real money, you can actually skip that because you get the skill points directly. Well, no one of us knows on when they're gonna start giving us boosts. No one of us knows if it's even going to be a thing, like nothing is confirmed. I guess so at some point we get a boost, but when is something else. So if you want to have the skill points directly, do them. It's going to add you like a 15 minutes more, and that's it for 6 skill points. It's definitely worth it. Something I also do when I'm sailing from Arthurtine to Northburn is over here is a island called Seagull Island, and in the game you can do a Bifrost, which is a teleportation. You can set a teleportation point there. When we are in Northburn and we have our first Chaos Dungeon gear, I like to go back because then you can get a lot of materials there, which is good for the beginning. But for this we have another guide. Just watch on my YouTube channel. It is an island guide because it's going to be about islands, where I also mentioned this island. I just didn't mention that like I normally set up a teleport here just to come back a bit faster. Gonna save you a bit time, and I don't really like to sail a lot. Someone of you may enjoy it, but I don't, so I do that. But other than this, there's nothing really that special in the level phase itself. Well, now let's come to your characters. And basically, first of all, for those people who don't know, since I assume the most of you are probably going to be new to the game, I just assume that you don't know how the skill system works. So basically how it works, you have skill points. You can click on plus, it adds them, you can save it, and you can click on minus. So you can always skill and reskill whenever you want. So you don't have to fear about wasting your points on wrong skills or whatever. So first of all, always use them. There is going to be like a best in slot skill tree for every class, of course. Some of them even want you to like skill early in a certain skill because it's better than something else later. And it's going to be a thing. Well, this is not going to be a class guide because I don't really know the best skill for every class. So I will not be able to do it, so I'm not gonna do that. But I can give you other good tips. So the first thing that people are mostly doing wrong is I'm just gonna reskill this for now, just to show you a bit with more points. And the most people are just spending like 4 points here, 2 points there, 1 point here, 1 point there, save. Okay, now everything is making damage. Well, that's not going to be the case. This thing here has like 1 rune, so that's not bad, like 1 tree pot we call this in this game. But all the others are not, they are lower, and skill level 3 is technically not doing a lot of damage, depending on how far you are in the content. So basically what you want to do is, you want to search mostly one single target skill and one AoE target skill. And you're gonna level them to 10. Completely skill them and mostly take damage. So this is damage, this is super armor, this is something you cannot get knockback, but you don't really want to bother with it all. So go damage, well actually this one for bosses, if it's going to be your single target and you see this icon, go that. And then whatever is making the most damage here, which is in that case this skill, right? So go full damage and make the same for any AoE skill and prepare for that. And with that, you're gonna come through the story really easy. You're gonna one-shot the most things. Also never be afraid of using potions. It's also something people are doing wrong. They're just gonna fight against the boss and never use their potion, and then they're gonna die. So just always, whenever you lose life, use a potion. You're never gonna really run out of them. Just make sure that you don't use the potions that are coming into this bar, but like just the potions that you can lay in here, because you're gonna have green potions. You can save them up for guardian raids. They are just going to be worth something, so it's not really worth to use that while you are leveling in the story. So just use your normal potions, which is normally red potions at the beginning, and then they upgrade themselves. They are always going to be like somewhat red potions, just like bigger. Later on you have potions like that, but it's something else, right? So never use these items over here from 1 to 4, because this is going to be utility items and also utility potions. You need it for other content. You get some at the beginning, save them up. It's not really worth to use them. Well, with that being said, right, so just make your skills on level 10. And if you mention something is still not really dying, just try to choose another skill, because then you probably choose something that's not so good. Because every class has like 1 or 2 skills that are really strong. And of course, you are a new player, so you have to figure that out. Well, there's going to be at the start like 10 different options. So just skill 1 to level 10, try them out on mobs. If not, wait for the cooldown, reskill it, test something else. If it does more damage, well, go with that. That's basically how easy it is. If something does more damage, you take it for the level phase, 1 to 50, all the way up. Well, so this is for the skills, and now we're gonna come even more to being efficient. So I'm gonna show you how you can do dungeons a bit faster. This is changing for every dungeon, but it is just to show you how to commonly do it, because you don't have to kill every single monster in this game. It's as well for like the main quest, you're just gonna do the main quest. You don't really kill extra monsters on the way. For the dungeons, you can do the same, and just to show you how this looks like, I'm gonna go to a dungeon now, and then we will see us there. We are here in front of the first dungeon you're gonna encounter, and these dungeons are not like World of Warcraft dungeons or whatever game you played. They are not like really hardcore endgame content. They're gonna be a bit tougher enemies in there as well. but it's not going to be the case. I just want to show you how to efficiently do this. And again, of course you can kill everything. You can do this as slow as you want. No one is forcing you to try to rush or whatever. This is just going to be an option. You can do it. I do it like that as well. But no one is forcing you to do anything. So basically what we're going to do at the start, we're going to run to this point already. So the monsters are following us, right? So because we can still run farther. And what the quest now tells you is to kill 14 bandits. This bandits over here that was at the start, I'm just gonna kill them. They will normally not count for that. Because basically, once you reach this point and you killed the first bandits, there's only 14 bandits over here. So if you go farther, there's going to be, well, nothing left anymore because they killed everything with the side. Oh no, never mind. They just spawn later. Okay, they are actually trolling me. So this and the other bandits that we killed won't be the 14 bandits. So because you just run through, you have more than 14 bandits, and from this point on, they count for the quest. And only if you have done the quest, you can break this barrier. So you can break it and you climb the ladder. So you don't have to kill every single monster, and of course I'm higher now, so I killed them one shot, but it's not going to be the case for you. But if you can stack up more monsters, it's going to be faster. Also here again, you don't have to kill those people. You can just break up the barrier, like that, and you can go. Like, you can just ignore them. Same goes for here, you don't need to kill these people. Well, you need to kill this boss monster, that's like your next step. We're just gonna kill that. I one-shot him, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna kill some bandits on the side and it's completely fine. But you don't have to kill more than you need. And we're just gonna run farther again. And we don't gonna kill this. And all of these steps, right, they gonna save you like 30 seconds to 1 minute or whatever. You also don't have to kill this elite monster over here. You need to kill the bandits in front of this rock. So you're just gonna kill the bandits. Well, I killed the elite monster because I'm too strong. But like normally the elite monster would stay alive a bit longer. So you can ignore him and then you can jump down and let him alive. It doesn't really give you any benefits, right? Well, in this scenario here, I just know what tent I need to kill. You have basically 3 tents that you need to kill. It's always the top left one. Of course, as a new player, you don't know that, right? So by RNG, you maybe gonna be the guy that hits him first. Well, actually, never mind. It can actually be the wrong tent. Well, sorry. I'm a new player. Okay, never mind. It can be random. Like, I did this 3 times in a row and it was always the same tent. Well, there's the monster that you kill. If you play in a group, someone could hold up the monsters and you can open the door already. Well, since you are solo, they're just gonna attack you, so we're just gonna kill them. Because we have to, right? So now we can open up the door. You don't need to kill the whole room. Again, if you play like with a group member, I start with a group. We're just gonna have someone that opens the door and everyone else is just defending him, meanwhile. Yeah, the stuff with the tent, okay, I'm sorry. But it's okay, right? You see, like, not even I know everything about the game. It's fine. So we're just gonna kill those things. In this place again, you didn't have to kill the elite monster. It is like really rare that you have to kill an elite monster in any dungeons. Unless the quest over here tells you, so you can always just ignore them. So we're gonna kill 16 bandits over here. There's now nothing special coming anymore, since it now just always gonna tell you to kill all the bandits. Let's skip. You can also spam escape whenever you see a video sequence. Well, again, if you like to watch the video sequences, right, you can of course watch it. If you don't want to waste time, you can skip them. Also with your first playthrough on your first character, you can skip all the dungeon scenarios. So it tells you kill 7 monsters, there are 7 monsters. Just right about to be enough. Well, here we can skip the bandits again, so we just have to kill those things. If you play in a group, of course, someone can go to the left side, someone can go to the right side, and you can split yourself up. For these cocoons and for these destroyable items, you don't need to do damage. So what counts on killing them faster is how many attacks you do. So basically using a cyclone is gonna kill them faster than using your strongest attack, because you're gonna do more hits. So they need like 4 or 5 hits to be destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4. So you always need to make 4 hits. What ability it is, it doesn't matter. If you have an ability that makes 5 hits, you're gonna destroy them instantly. So, and then we're just gonna ignore them, climb up the ladder. Also, while you are climbing up the ladder, you can like go even more crazy and skill. Meanwhile, I do that sometimes and people tell me like, I should delete the game and do not play any games at all because I'm going too heavy on that. But it's just, I like to do that because I was racing in other games. But it is like some stuff that no one really has to do. It doesn't really save you time. But like ignoring monsters when you don't have to kill them does. So we need to kill all of here to kill the barricades. And we go farther. Here we just have to go to the end and kill stuff there. So not the stuff that's here coming. So from here on. I mean, this is stuff, right? You cannot know if you're a new player. Well, actually, it only works if you are in a group, right? I'm solo, so I need to kill them all. And then you go through. Well, there's the first end boss. Well, not the first, but the last. Because it's the end boss, right? Makes sense. So you're just gonna kill him. Of course, you're gonna have a tougher time than me. You're not gonna be the guy that's doing that and he's dead, right? Dodge all his skills. Try to fight. Use your potions. He will not kill you if you use always potions. And just try to dodge as much and attack him as much as you can. With your max out skill, of course. So whenever you see he's standing still and you can do the skill that you were skilling safely, just do it. Try to do as much damage to him as you can and he will die. But yeah, other than this, now the dungeon is finished. Technically, you're gonna have now a quest that you have to go through this to Lionheart again, because you're gonna play another cutscene. I don't get this anymore since I did it, so the only thing I can do is just teleporting out, so we can teleport to a waypoint or use the Song of Escape. Doesn't really matter. You guys have to run through this. You're gonna play another cutscene. I can just not show you that on this character. Well, besides from the fail with the tents, right? You probably saw that you can do it a lot faster while ignoring. And this is going to save you like roughly only in this dungeon 3 to 5 minutes. And you're gonna have a lot of dungeons and it's gonna stack up a lot. Some dungeons are even longer, so it's gonna save you more time. So at the end you could say like you're gonna save like half an hour, even a bit more, if you just ignore like a lot of monsters in dungeons. And it is really like that. I did runs where I tested and stopped my timing. So I'm not talking anything that could just be randomly true, right? I tested all the stuff. And yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to show with dungeons. Other than this, you don't really have that much stuff to do in the level phase if you want to go faster. And again, right, like do the stuff if you really feel comfortable doing it. If you just want to enjoy the story and if you want to do all the side quests, do it. The leveling phase to level with all the tips I was giving you, if you use everything right, you're probably gonna end up having a level time between 10 to 14 hours. I would say as a new player, of course you're gonna take a bit longer, maybe maximum like 15 hours, nothing more, if you do the story quests. If you're gonna do all the side quests and stuff like that, you can count on like a 24 to 30 hour run. Like side quests, there's going to be a lot of side quests, so of course they're gonna take a lot of time away. So feel free to do it if you want to, but just that you know, you basically nearly double your play amount of time. And yeah, with that being said, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you the next time. Bye bye.